and welcome back to Culinary Haven. As we've mentioned on our Instagram, we've been on a quest for the perfect biscotti, or should I say cantucci, because that's what they're called in Italy. Biscotti is a generic name for any biscuit in Italy, regardless whether they're baked once or twice. Cantucci originate from the city of Prato in Tuscany and gained their popularity all over the world. We've sampled a few different recipes. Some of them we liked a lot and posted pictures of them on our Instagram, and some of them we didn't like as much. And the winner is pistachio, cranberry and lemon zest cantucci. Let's begin. To prepare this recipe, we'll need 2.5 or 3 cups of plain flour. We'll see how it goes. This is 2.5 here. 125 grams of dried cranberries, 250 grams of sugar, 220 grams of raw shelled pistachio nuts, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, a zest of 1 lemon, 3 eggs, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. First, we'll prepare the eggs. Add the sugar. Whisk them until the eggs are pale and the sugar has dissolved. We're nearly there, and I'm just going to add the vanilla to the egg and sugar mixture. Just 1 teaspoon, and continue whisking until the sugar is dissolved completely. That should do it. And now we're going to sift the flour and the baking powder and salt into this bowl. No waste. Now we need to chop the nuts and the cranberries roughly. The word biscotti actually means twice baked. The practice of twice baked breads goes back to the times of the Roman legions. Now I'm going to zest this lemon straight into the flour and baking powder mixture. It's interesting, the pistachio, cranberries and lemon don't necessarily come as one team when you think of this sort of things, but somehow works amazingly well together. Now I'm going to pour in the whisked eggs with sugar. Just stir gradually. It will be a little bit sticky at first and a little bit scary what we're gonna do, but it'll be alright. If need be, we'll just add a little bit more flour. Now I'm going to add pistachios and quickly chop the cranberries. That's enough. As the dough comes together, we will transfer it onto the worktop and finish it there. Yes, it looks like we will need another half a cup of flour. So I'll actually put on the worktop half a cup of flour. And now I'm going to divide the dough into equal-ish portions and roll each portion into a log. We'll transfer it onto a parchment-lined baking tray. You have to give a little room in between the two logs because there is a baking powder in it and they will expand a little bit. Now just flatten the tops with your palm of your hand a little bit. And now we're going to put them in the preheated to 160 degrees Celsius oven for 30 minutes. The first part of the baking is done, so we'll let them cool a couple of minutes so we can handle them, and then we'll slice them into about 2 centimeters thick slices, put them back on the tray and bake them again. They've cooled down a little bit, and I'm going to slice them using a serrated knife. Best way to do it, slightly diagonally, because if we're going to cut them straight, they will be very small, and then we'll call them cantuccini rather than cantucci. It's still very warm, but that helps to slice this loaf before it cools down and hardens. As soon as you can handle it, slice it. And we're just going to put it back on the same tray. The aroma of vanilla, warm vanilla and lemon zest. I'm just trying to squeeze them all in. Just two more. Come on. One more. We'll get it. There you go. They're going back into the oven. We lowered the temperature to 150 degrees Celsius. We're going to bake them for another 30 minutes. We'll rotate a tray and flip them midway. It's been 15 minutes, and I'm going to take the tray out and turn them. Turning the tray itself before I forget. So we've managed to find room for 2 whole loaves on one tray. Finally, playing Tetris pays off. They're already much drier, and now they're going back to the oven for another 15 minutes, and then we're going to switch the oven off and leave the door ajar and let them cool completely. Here they are, perfectly baked, lovely, gorgeous, light golden color. After they've cooled completely, we'll then transfer them into an airtight container. Thank you for watching this episode of Culinary Haven. Until next time,